Timer's ticking. Last chance to hit those likes. Let's get the party started. Yo, 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 yo! Let's go, baby. Let's go. It's the week we've been waiting for, man. And right on cue. What do you know, guys? We get so much FUD, so much fear in the market, right when we were expecting to get the most fear and the most FUD. Right at the bottom of this drop. And what do you know? Bitcoin gets a nice bounce back to the upside. Exactly as we as we predicted. What's going on, fellas? Let's play a nice song this morning, shall we? Let's play a nice fight song. Now all eyes are on tomorrow's CPI. But let's talk some price action today because let's go, man. It was a nice freaking weekend, man. If you made some money long on some altcoins or some crap coins or just Bitcoin, let me know. Let me know in the chat, man. It was a nice weekend, bro. Hold up. All right, let's get one of these going. I'm feeling a little like this today. I'm feeling a little crazy. I don't know about you. I'm feeling a little crazy, man. Let's go. Let's go, man. Let's go. What we got here? Mike, long and stable coin. Who would have thought you had a long and stable coin? Shit. I saw a bunch of people were doing that, man. It's a free 10%. Shit. Now, I did not long any stable coins. I long no stable coins, guys. Zero stable coins. I did a little FET. I did a little ACH. I did a little sushi. We had some nice altcoin ones yesterday, man. Yesterday was a good day. I think a lot of people had a good day yesterday. Unless you were short, unless you fell for the FUD. You know, you might have another opportunity today. We'll talk about it here, but man, guys, I just to kind of talk about it, man. I was hanging out on Obviously I was away this weekend, so I wasn't streaming this weekend, but I was paying attention. And man, the Twitter was just depressing, right? The Bears were getting so happy that the stable coins were going down and that banks were going down. I guess that's karma for you. If you root for bad things for people, you get karma and you get ripped a new a-hole and your short gets destroyed. It is what it is. Wes, what's going on? What's going on, man? We did a nice buy on FTM. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. I'm happy to be FTMer now, man. I was waiting for a drop, and you made me get in. Wes, it was all you who made me get on FTM, bro. It was all you. But man, guys, I mean, what a weekend, bro. I mean, just to do a quick recap of the weekend, man. I mean, Bitcoin. We know Bitcoin was down here on Friday about 19,500. What we were saying, man, and a lot of people are agreeing that Bitcoin should get a bounce between about 18,500 and about 19,500. Bitcoin went down to about 19,500 and got a nice bounce to the upside. I think the best thing about this bounce for me is the fact that Bitcoin was able to get back above this neckline. I think that was pretty dope. If we just came up here and we sort of got rejected right here, it would have been like, okay, we just back testing this just to come down like this. But the fact we were able to get back above this level here, I think shows some strength in this move, and I'm excited for this week, man. I mean, you guys know I've been hyping up this week. I've been hyping up Tuesday, which is the CPI, which is going to be good, by the way. Because how do I know it's going to be good? How do I know CPI is going to be good tomorrow? Well, do you really think that they would allow? Let me show you guys this. Do you really think that they would allow Biden to say that he thinks that, well, he's optimistic that the CPI next week will be in solid shape? Do you really think that they would allow him to say that? Okay, if it wasn't going to be good. He looked like a total dumbass if he was allowed to say that and it wasn't true, right? He said, Biden, I'm optimistic that CPI next week will be in solid shape. Biden said confident heading in right direction on inflation. I don't think they allow him to say that. If it comes out horrible, he's gonna look like a total dumbass. And once again, I'm confident in inflation coming down next CPI. I've been saying that forever. That's sort of been my base case. And let's get busy. Let's get busy. Newsweek, baby. It's Newsweek, baby. It's Newsweek. Did your family dog you about crypto? No, they didn't. They did not talk to me about crypto. They did ask, how's crypto doing? And I said, it's that typical, year before the halving where it's kind of boring, it's kind of slow. And they look at me with three heads because they don't, if you're not in crypto, you don't understand how the cycles work. You don't understand that, okay, everyone gets bored of it for 2 years and everyone gets pumped for 2 years. No one understands that unless you're in crypto, right? And unfortunately, if you talk to people about it, they don't get it. They don't get it. They see price down, it's horrible. They see price up, it's the best thing in the world. But hey, you got to do what you got to do. He looks like a dumbass no matter what he says. No comment, man. This ain't a political channel. No comment, Wade. No comment, man. All right, so what do we got to do? What do we got to do today, guys? I mean, dude, there's so much to talk about. I feel like I missed like a month's worth of shit in 3 days being gone. So much shit happened, bro. USDC went to 90 cents, right? It is coming back up to $1 now. It was pretty much a free 10% if you trusted USDC, which I mean, I don't see any reason why you wouldn't. And so there you go. You made like a free 10% on that bad boy if you got it at 90 cents. What else happened? Banks getting crushed. It was just an absolute crazy weekend, guys. So now we look at the price action here, and all of a sudden, man, the I will say this: the bears that did not take advantage of you got another chance. Don't tell me you didn't get another chance, because you did. All right. So I said I wasn't going to be trolling this morning, but you asked for another chance, okay? Bitcoin said, you know what? I'm feeling generous. I'm going to give the bears another chance here, Let's create some stablecoin FUD, some bank FUD, and let's give the bears another chance to buy in. Maybe, okay? they will take advantage of Bitcoin below 20K this time. But, something tells me, just based off Twitter and based off the absolute tyranny of the market this weekend, I will bet that most bears were still saying
Bitcoin is bearish.
and they did not. So now we have to go back to depending on what we do today. Now we have to go back to Jordan. Jordan, is it a good time to buy? But anyways, so Bitcoin right now, guys. Short term. I'm sort of rambling about a little bit here. They're waiting for 8K. All right, so Bitcoin now. What do we got going on? So short term, guys. Let's talk some price action. I'm sort of rambling about the news today, but man, I missed so much. It's exciting. Dude, this is the most exciting I've been in crypto for quite a bit, man. Just for the fact that everything's kind of playing out perfectly as far as the FUD coming in at the perfect time. Just as far as news events coming up, that could be a catalyst to the upside. But guys, short term, I'll talk more about that in a little bit, but we got to get back above this 22.2 level. So you guys can see we're making a little bit of an M formation here at the highs on the 15-minute time frame. So we got a little bit of a move up, move down, move up. We broke that M formation to the downside. Now we've coming up and we're finding a little resistance at the bottom of this M formation, right? So short term, if we can reclaim 22.2, I think we're going to make another shot to the upside, but we got to break this level right here. So watch this very, very carefully. That's what we're going to watch this morning as we get into the market open, is this 22,210 or 212, I should say, level right there. Like you said, if we can get back above this and reclaim, I think we're going up a little bit higher. We sort of roll over on this still, right? We could come down and test some lower levels before tomorrow, which I wouldn't be opposed to a little bit of a pullback today to test some lower levels. I'm not gonna lie. But hey, I'm cool with up only too. You know what I'm saying, guys? All right, so let's look at let's go to the daily time frame, because the daily is the most exciting to me, man. The fact that daily this is looking so far as one big sort of swing failure pattern where you got your low, right? The M formation low, you deviated the low, and now you got back above this high or this low. That's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Typically, when you see a deviation like this, you do see the top of the range. Don't shoot the messenger. We're just playing a range, right? If we're looking at this as one big range, right? We've got range lows, range highs. If you break back into a range, when you break down from it, you typically see a move back up to the high. So that's what I'm doing. The most exciting thing is to me is, guys, you remember when we kept saying that, okay, when Bitcoin gets a bounce, I think it's going to be a good bounce because we had our daily stock RSI that was bottomed out, right? We had our 2-day stock RSI that was bottomed out, which is still bottomed out. And we had a 3-day, which was still bottomed out, that's just crossing to the upside today, right? And this is one of those things that we said, it's like, okay, Bitcoin's looking a little bit iffy, but when it finds a footing and it finds some reasoning to go up, well, it's going to be a pretty volatile move, right? So now you're seeing all these start to come up. You're printing a green dot on the daily time frame. The last time you printed a green dot on the daily for Bitcoin, if we go back and look, right? So this is a confirmed one. When the momentum was bottomed out, was right here back in February 15th. Obviously, we got a nice move to the upside, back up to 25K. Right? And then it was all the way back over here, back on January 2nd, which was the bottom of the range, that we actually came back up to the upside too. So, I don't know, man. I like the charts. Now, I see everyone drawing this. Right here, which is a rejection of this. We want to get back above this, right? And that's why I'm a little bit, okay, can we see a little pullback in the short term? Maybe, because we got to get back above this bad boy where we got support, and now we're flipping this into resistance. So, could we get a little pullback, maybe test this 21.4 level before coming back up? Abso-freaking-lutely. Don't think it's up only, but this level right here, man, is so key. Not that I think it's really going to matter in the grand scheme of things, but short term, we could see a little bit of a rejection there. Franklin said late today. Good morning, friends. What's going on, Franklin? What's going on? Anderson said when buy bank stocks? I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm looking to buy banks. This is another reason, guys, where you know, the traditional finance loves to make fun of crypto. Crypto, it's unsafe. It's unsafe. There's so many scams, right? And then you have banks that go down with not a little $300 billion worth of assets going down, and then people are calling FTX a scam. You know what I mean? Which it was, obviously, but it's just the hypocrisy. This is exactly why banks are pointless. Okay, banks eventually need to go away because banks literally just make money off your money, and then when you want to take it out, you can't do it. There's no point of having a bank, bro. This is another reasoning for the use case of crypto down the line. Is it going to happen now? No. But this is what Bitcoin was made for, man. This is exactly what Bitcoin was made for when the banks aren't doing their job, right? So I don't know if that continues. It is pretty interesting how that's why Bitcoin was created by Satoshi, was to get away from banks. And now you're seeing some banks absolutely crater here. It's just an interesting little narrative, you know? Not that I think it's going to, Bitcoin's becoming the world reserve currency or anything anytime soon, but, man, don't F with the green dot, man. Don't F with the green dot. We're chilling here today, guys. I mean, a lot of good stuff on the charts, man. A lot of good stuff on the charts. A little short-term rejection. Just be careful here in the short term. I wouldn't be opposed to a little bit of a pullback here in the short term. As we are at resistance. We're at the 50 EMA and the 15 minute. So I guess, guys, the most interesting thing to me is, okay, we know we have CPI tomorrow. That's the big one for me. You guys know I've been hyping that up for quite a bit. But also, if you look at the CME group thing here, look at this, guys. Look at this. This is crazy. For the first time, okay, this whole bear market, okay, for the first time, guys, look at this shit. The market is pricing in the Fed not raising rates in the next FOMC meeting. Wasn't this exactly what we were talking about? This is exactly what we were talking about before. That if inflation comes in really, really good, okay, that the Fed might be saying, hey, man, you know, everyone's talking about 50 basis. Everyone's talking about 50 basis points, which I thought was ridiculous, by the way. They were never going to do that in the first place. But you know, now look at the market is pricing in 0 rate hike at the next FOMC meeting. All of a sudden, come on, man. Now, is that a good thing or a bad thing? You could argue. You could argue, but I look at that as you know, some would say that's not a good thing because that means inflation's going to go back up. I would argue that's not true because I look at what inflation really is, not the fake things that give you on CPI. This shows, man, that inflation for food. Look at this shit. 2% inflation for food. Did anyone else see this on Trueflation? This has been my base case, man. The CPI numbers that they've been giving you are fake to scare the markets while they all scoop in and scoop up everything for cheap prices while you're out there fearing that inflation's going back up. Meanwhile, I'm looking at the real data over here. This shit, 2% in March 12th, 2% food inflation. 4.5% true inflation, not these CPI 6.5% bullshits. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Do the math. JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs telling you that there's a recession coming. They ain't a recession coming. They wouldn't tell you if it was coming. Think about it. Do the math. Do the math. Alpi could be right. No, I don't think 69K by the end of March, bro. I don't see that happening. I don't see it happening. But all of a sudden, man, everything's starting to look a little bit better. All of a sudden. Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny that we were watching the wick off, man, right? Everyone was making fun of this, right? When I left on Friday, everyone was saying, Jordan, that's ridiculous, because we were sitting right down here on this wick. I remember on Friday, we were sitting right at the bottom of this wick. You know, things were looking very, very grim. And people were saying, Jordan, that's not going to happen. That's absolutely ridiculous, bro. We're not going to get a bounce. Do you see what's going on? Doesn't it sound very familiar to November, by the way? Where's the money going to come from? But, you know, and we get a bounce. And now, basically what I'm looking for here is, I guess you could still, I guess you could still kind of do something like this, right? Eventually over time where you just kind of go sideways for quite a bit and you end up doing the, with the wick off phase number 2, right? Something like this, where you go sideways for like a long time before coming back up. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling, we're back in the zone now. The true test is, regardless of what happens today, I don't care what happens today. But now the true test is, can Bitcoin, whatever it does in this zone, right, come back up and really just now it comes down to, okay, we found a higher low, right? We got a low, right? We got a low. We were just looking for some type of higher low in the zone. Now can we say, can Bitcoin, now that it got a higher low, come in now and make a higher high, right? I know it's very simple, but that's all we're looking for now. Whatever Bitcoin does in this range, I don't care what Bitcoin does in this range, right? Price doesn't, I've been saying this, price doesn't matter to me. Time matters to me, right? And now we need to see, okay, can Bitcoin get back up and start try to test some of these levels? And as I said, if CPI comes in good tomorrow, I do think you're going to see Bitcoin at least come back up and test these ranges, man, over the course of time. You know what I mean? So let's see what we got. Let's get it. And we know we're waiting for, guys. We're waiting for either the consolidation down here, or we're waiting for that just ripper, the absolute ripper that breaks 25K. So let's see. I think a lot of it depends on what happens. There's a Fed emergency meeting at 11:30 today, by the way. So that could mean something. I don't know. Let's see. It's obvious the numbers are fake. I'm actually spending more in food store. There's no way it's down. Oh, I'm spending less. I'm spending considerably less. I don't know where you are at, but chicken is like half the price it was like 2 months ago. Yeah, everything is considerably less that I've seen. Eggs are down, right? Eggs are no longer $6. Eggs are like $4 again. Things are considerably down that I've noticed. All right, so let's see. So Bitcoin came back down to test this little golden pocket. Like we said, guys, short term, we got to get back above 22,200 to break out of this M formation at the highs here. NASDAQ futures and ES futures, they were up big last night. They are coming down, which is interesting, right? So NASDAQ futures are coming down, and ES was also coming down. Very interesting, very interesting. DXY also coming down. So you have everything coming down, it seems like today. It's one of those weird days where everything's down, right? Bitcoin's down, stocks are down, DXY's down. And I'm pretty sure, let me check the bonds out. Let me check the little 2-year bonds just to see what they're looking like today. Because you guys know I also did, well, I'm looking for the top of the 2-year bonds to be in. Let's see, 2-year government. Here we go. Oh, yes! Let's go, baby! Oh my God, the bearish divergence on the yields, bro. You can't even do it, man. This was it, man. I mean, we were saying, okay, 2-year yields. If these go down, that's good for risk assets, because that means people are taking money out of these and going into as basically as the percentage goes down, they're less attractive. More people are more willing to buy stocks or crypto, right? You guys can see higher highs, lower highs. Literally 4 drives of bearish divergence here. Getting insta dump on the yields, and it looks like you're right at that M formation neckline right now on the 2-year yield. And we've said, guys, when this gets topped out, it has bearish divergence at the highs. On the last 3 highs since 1998, you've had bearish div on this bad boy, right? Bearish div, that was the high. Bearish div, that was the high. Bearish div, that was the high. Bearish div. I'm calling that being the high right there. I'm going out on a limb. I don't actually really think it's a limb, to be honest. I'm calling that as the high on the 2-year yield. And now you're getting a look at that massive bearish engulfing candle on this bad boy. Let's go, baby. Let's go, man.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
That is dope. That thing's down, what, 20% in the last 3 days? Woo! Man. See ya. Wouldn't wanna be ya. VIX is way up. Pre-market, also good to keep an eye on. Yeah, the VIX. Interesting day, man. So you got pretty much everything's down. Everything's down. When you see everything down, it's a very, like, pre-market, you kind of left a little scratch in your head on what's going to happen today, you know? So let's see. 22,094 for Bitcoin. Bitcoin's getting a little bit of bounce off this local golden pocket from the swing low, the swing high. So let's see if we can get a little bit of a bounce, guys. But I'm feeling nice today, man. Who caught some altcoins, guys? What altcoins you guys catch on this little move down? There was some beauties, man. There was some beauties. ACH, perfect bounce off the golden pocket, guys. I told you, I'm scooping some of these alts at the golden pockets. ACH from that golden pocket, looking good. Already up 40% from that golden pocket. What else was I looking at? West made me buy some Cody. Cody's up a decent amount, nothing crazy. Phantom went nuts yesterday. I don't want to check out Phantom. Phantom went absolutely crazy yesterday. Shout out to West for making me buy some of that. Where's FTM? Oh, here it is. FTM pulled it back a little bit today, but was up, I think, 20% at one point yesterday on FTM. But we still got some work to do on some of these. Don't get me wrong, but you know, some nice moves up on some alts. You got a lot of work to do on some of these, but that's not too bad. Not too shabby, man. Not too freaking shabby. Optimism got a freaking god bounce. Optimism looks like it broke back into this above this $2 region. Still got some work to do, but Optimism with a freaking god bounce. Another one I've been adding to on the way down here. DYDX, another one I've been adding to on the way down. Right? I think DYDX came back to that golden pocket too, right? Yeah, right. That golden pocket. Now back above that buy. That was at one point looking a little shady. Now you're up. Now I'm up 20% on that. But you know, now we're back above that golden pocket. So a lot of altcoins bounced right where they were supposed to. It's funny how that always works. You know, it doesn't seem like it when you're there, right? It seems shady and it's never gonna bounce when you're in that zone, but it always seems to do it somehow. You know, I bought like crazy. Mana, FTM, Vet, Cody, nice, bro. Nice. All right, let's keep an eye on Bitcoin here because we know Bitcoin's gonna lead the market. Altcoins kind of bleeding out a little bit today, as most of them went absolutely berserk yesterday.
I bought like crazy.
Absolutely berserk
Mana
yesterday.
FTM bet Cody.
Render did 30%. Yeah, dude, there was so many alts that did like 20% plus yesterday. It was an insane day yesterday. Absolutely insane. It was super fun to watch, man. I was driving home the whole time and I had TradingView up on my phone the whole time. I was supposed to do that, but you know sometimes you need to have TradingView up, man. You got to be checking your sushi longs. You know what I'm saying? All right, so it's 22,127. Come on, Corn. The key is getting it back above 22,212 this morning, guys. That is the key that we need to watch today. The weekly time frame, guys. I mean, I will say this. The one thing that's a little bit... The one thing I will say, guys, is we did make a CME gap down here. So as much as I want to be permeable, right? I want to come on here and say...
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
Right? We did leave a CME... So we know we filled a CME gap down here. Now we left another one this weekend, right? So we obviously this big pump up for Bitcoin now has left a big gap to the downside because it was on a weekend, right? So now you got this gap between 20,200 and 21,200. So make sure you guys are paying attention to that. So like, dude, just make sure you guys are paying attention to this because this could mean that, Bitcoin comes back into this range at some point. I will say though, it's not a guarantee that Bitcoin comes back into this range right away. I will say there's still a gap up here at 28K that we haven't taken in 9 months. And there's still a gap up here at 35K that we haven't taken in a year, right? So it's not like this thing where it's like, oh, we have to go take this now. We could pump up for a year and then eventually come back down for this. You know what I mean? Like it is what it is. But just make sure you keep an eye on this CME gap down here at 20, down to 20,200 because there is one there. So if we do see a pullback, that $20,200 region could be a good point for a long too. Because we know last time we bounced right off the bottom of that CME gap. So if Bitcoin does start to roll back over, that could be like a higher low that you get in right there. And then we try to make our way back up. So make sure you're watching that for a little bit of a pullback. And then the weekly time frame, guys. The weekly looks sexy now. So the weekly was looking shady. Now you go over to the weekly. I don't know why it's like this. Why is this weird thing? But look at the weekly candle that we made this week, guys. And that's why I say never doubt the bull market support band, guys. The bull market support band. We dropped a little bit below it. It was a little scary, right? I was over here going,
everybody panic. We're going to zero.
Right? We were dropping below the bull market support band. It was looking shady. And then out of nowhere, Look at the weekly candle. Turns into a super bearish to a super bullish candle, showing absolute buy pressure, buying this all the way back up. Right? Look at that now. Now all of a sudden, what was looking really shady when we were down here, now it's looking a little bit better if you ask me. Right? Now it's looking a little bit better if you ask me. Now, we left this big wick, so you got to assume at some point we come and take that weekly wick, which, like I said, I wouldn't be opposed to Bitcoin actually pulling back a little bit today, taking some of that wick, and then coming back up tomorrow. I wouldn't be opposed to that. I know I just want to go up too, but I prefer we come down a little bit, take a little bit of this wick, and then come back up personally. But hey, we don't always get what we want. We know the song, guys, but we know the song. But man, this weekly is making me feel a little bit. Oh no, not this one. This one's making me feel a little bit nice. Friends, who sold the bottom of the wick? But yeah, so we'll see. I mean, typically when you stay above the bull market support band in a bullish trend and you hold it as support, that is a really good sign, guys. I'm just saying based off Bitcoin's history. When you break below, not good. Okay, like we did over here back in March. We broke above, we came back to test, we dumped instantly through. But if you go back to other times, September 2021, we broke above, came back to test, got a slight wick below, closed above, bounced back up, right? 2020, got a BAV, closed, back tested, bounce, back tested, bounce, back tested, bounce, right? But when you come back and you instantly just get annihilated straight through, that ain't a good sign. That ain't a good sign. But this time, we come back and test and we see a absolute god bounce on the weekly time frame that bounces you right back above. That is bullish as hell to me. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say, man. I honestly don't care what you say. I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. All right, let's see Bitcoin. All right, Bitcoin is coming back up 22,177. Can we get a move back above the W4 or the M formation neckline here, which is the key to Bitcoin coming up a little bit higher today? Let's see what we got. The Rolling Stones are going to be wanting royalties from Jordan soon. Well, from the little owl that's in the back. Woo! Oh shit! Now all your dogs are going to start going nuts. I promise, I'm not a dog howling at the moon. You know. All right, here we go.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
Here we go, guys. Bitcoin is coming up to test this important level right here at 21,213. Can we get a little hype in the chat right now? Looks like Bitcoin's coming back up to break this right now, friends. Let's go, baby. Let's go. As Savvy would say, guys, has anything changed today?
Nothing has changed.
I wonder what Savvy's going to say today. That's going to be my favorite thing. I love when... I love when the market's like bearish and then he starts jerking off and then it starts bouncing back up and he's like, guys, don't worry. All right, here we go. There's 22,230. Him and his little bear army, you know, they're marching down the street. There's him and his little bear army. They're like the anti-Vikings. Here we go. Here's the little bear army, man. All of a sudden, guys, the hopium I was giving you isn't really hopium anymore. You know? I think the bears need some hopium. Bears, you need some hopium? I'll give you some hopium. There'll always be another dip for you to buy. You know? There'll always be another dip for you to buy. Sorry. You know? I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules here. Maybe you'll get another chance in 2025. I gotta do it to him. I said I wasn't gonna troll today, but I honestly, like, I have to troll a little bit. But guys, I told myself I wasn't gonna troll until tomorrow. If tomorrow's good, you have no idea how trolly I'll be tomorrow. I will be so trolly tomorrow because, like, honestly, when I was being bullish the last few weeks, everyone was trolling the hell out of me. So I will be trolly as hell tomorrow if tomorrow is good. But in the meantime, I'm going to hold back a little bit on the trolling, okay? A little bit on the trolling because we're not out of the woods yet. All right, here we go. 20,375. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Can we break the highs? Let's go. Let's get a little action in here. Right now, guys, I'm feeling a little funky. Let's go, baby.
Look at me, take a picture, it'll last longer. The mirror on the wall say I'm getting stronger. And yo, the mirror don't lie. And yo,
No.
the mirror don't lie.
Don't wick, boy.
Take a picture, it'll last longer.
Don't wick.
The mirror on the wall say I'm getting stronger.
Don't wick.
And yo, the mirror don't lie.
Don't do it to me.
Truth, don't close your eyes. We got our back against the wall, we gotta fight back. I need a theme song, this the right track.
Don't do it.
I ain't got no cape or no superpowers.
Come on.
Confidence and self-esteem, the world is ours.
There we go, there we go.
I believed in me when nobody did. This ain't no freestyle, just some facts.
How's
that's
Dixie
written.
doing? How's Dixie?
Come on, let's hear it for the boy. He bringing pain at the same
Dixie's
time.
still dumping?
I bob and weave through the crowd, so untouchable.
Man,
First they
stock
hate,
stumping
then they
today.
loving you. It's a
Interesting,
crazy
man.
cycle, but I'm going through it.
Must be the
I
bank
wish I
stocks
was
must be
lying,
getting
that's
killed.
I
That's
show
probably
and
why.
prove it. I'm destined to be one of the best to do it.
Fed
I ain't
probably no
saying
rate
I'm
hikes
a goat,
tomorrow?
but I'm closer to it. I should
Sin. Probably no rate hikes
Fed
tomorrow,
meeting
0%.
West. Fed meeting is next week. This week's CPI. But yeah, I mean, like we said, guys. I mean, the market is pricing in. We have this emergency Fed meeting today, guys, at 11:30. So make sure we're paying attention to that. I don't know what's going to be going down there, but you know, yeah. I mean, Biden said I'm optimistic that CPI next week will be in solid shape. I said earlier they wouldn't allow him to say that if it wasn't going to be, because then he would look like an idiot. And then the Fed is also, well, the market's now pricing in a 44% chance of a zero rate hike this FOMC meeting next week. So everything's kind of falling into plan, man. Now, but we need, like I said, tomorrow's key. Tomorrow's the key kicker, man. Like this is all fun and games, but if tomorrow inflation comes in hot, that kills everything. At least for now. At least for this month. Next month I think is in the bag as far as inflation. This month is a little bit, you don't really know, but tomorrow's the real kicker. Tomorrow's the real kicker, man. That's going to set the tone, I think, for the next couple. In my opinion, tomorrow's data will set the tone, in my opinion, for the next couple months. In my opinion, like I'm not even just saying that. Like it's going to set the tone for the next couple months, at the very, very least. Come on, 22,313. Come on, corn. Don't be wicking down like a little cocksucker that you are. Hold on, let me just make sure I'm checking some of these. I gotta, because sometimes I'm streaming and I don't check some of these trades in here. Okay, yeah, we're good. Biden's never looked like an idiot. Yeah, like I said, no comment. This ain't a political channel. My favorite one is when he falls off the bike. He's riding the bike and he just casually just like goes. He just falls off the damn bike. He just literally just got destroyed on the bike. All right, let's go check ETH. Look at ETH, man. ETH is pretty much all the way back up to. ETH's right back where it was. Pretty much at the high. I mean, it pretty much got to the highs yesterday, which is funny, So now what ETH was at 1366. All the bears, I heard them all, man. ETH's going back home. ETH's going back home. The only ETH is going to home, bro. Okay, the only ETH home that I see is up here. All right, this is the only ETH home that I see. ETH's going home, aka it's going up here home. But yeah, so ETH. I think the key was, breaking back above this level. It was kind of the same deal as Bitcoin. Like if ETH just kind of came up and got rejected here, that would have looked super ugly. That would have looked shady as hell, right? Shady as hell. You come up, you get rejected right here, and then you sort of fall over like this. Oh, that would have looked horrible, bro. And then then ETH would have probably came back down to like 1100 or so. But the fact that you were able to once again come back up and close back above this neckline here was the key. Now we're back up in this range. Now what happens from here, I have no freaking clue. I mean, like I said, today could be a red day. Maybe you pull back a little bit before coming back up tomorrow. Maybe you pump today before coming down tomorrow. I don't know. But the fact that you're back in this range is super, super nice. And same as Bitcoin, right? That your indicators on the 1 day to 3 day are set up for not just this move, they're set up for a bigger move. So now time will tell, and now this is when we have the patience game, guys. This is not when we get this is not when we get don't be too uber like moon boy yet, right? Because like I said, tomorrow's the kicker, guys. So Tuesday. I'm gonna put you guys in that. And I was saying that last week, man. Tuesday. I said I was gonna give you guys nightmares about the CPI on Tuesday. But it is what it is. Drawing man parts again. This is a man part, bro. If this is your man part, bro, you gotta go get it checked out, or you gotta take some type of extends. You know, you gotta go grow that thing by at least 2 more inches, man. Like, what is this? This is a man part. First of all, okay. This. What is this thing? If this is your man part, what is this thing? You probably should go get that checked out. Second of all, man, the tip is bigger than the shaft. Come on, man. Brought to you by Chubbs. All right. Man, it's good to be back, man. It's good to be back. I hate being away from the charts. I hate being away from streaming. I love doing this, man. All right, so what else we got? So, any alts doing anything this morning? Seems like most alts still kind of just waiting on to see what Bitcoin wants to do today. And stocks, I'm hoping they get a little bit of a bounce on this daily close back above this trend line. I'm hoping this is just a little bit of fake out like you saw last time we kind of dipped back here and we bounced back up. Seems like you're getting a little bit of a bounce here in the NASDAQ and the S&P. So that's good. And the dollar, it's dollar. We want to break this 103.67 level in the dollar. Like that's big. That's big because we had a high, right? This deviation high, and then, right? So we came back down and tested the bottom of the range. Perfect. Now this level here is going to act as key support on the dollar. You can see we're already kind of getting a bounce from it. We had a bounce. Now the key is breaking this 103.67 level. If we break that, I don't think there's much. I mean, you could argue or you come all the way back down to 101.30, which would be a massive move, which would be dope. 2-year bonds are getting a little bit of a bounce on these bad boys. Don't do it. Don't you do it, you son of a gun. All right, here comes Bitcoin. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. All right, let's see what we're looking at for Bitcoin. So let's do a quick fib. Are we okay? Yeah, we broke the local golden pocket. That's good. Now let me do this. All right, yeah. So we're right at, from this swing high to this swing low, we're at the upside golden pocket now. So we bounced off the downside golden pocket. Now let's hope that we can break through the upside golden pocket here. Let's see if we got it. We're right inside of it right now. If we break back above this, you got to assume that we're at least coming back up to test the highs at the very, very least. At the very, very least here, my friends. This is some good stuff. You got some key resistance here too. You could argue you got a little bit of a downtrend trend line coming in right around this level too. So this could be a key level that Bitcoin struggles with a little bit. So let's see what we got. 15-minute. 1 hour is about to print a green dot too. That's the thing, man. It's like you got the 1 day, 2 day, 3 day about to print green dots. You kind of reset some of the shorter term time frames. Now you got an hourly that's about to print. And the 15-minute already did. So, I mean, let's see, man. This is what I've been waiting. Guys, you know this is what I've been waiting for, man. You know. All last week I was hyping up this week, bro. All last week. And you guys know me. I told you guys on Discord and Twitter, man, when you see these guys all calling for a collapse. Look at this. Data Dash. The coming Bitcoin collapse. A brutal awakening is coming. Lark, warning, 6 reasons Ethereum could crash. Da Vinci, sending Bitcoin to zero. Sheldon, Urgent update. Prepare for Bitcoin's next move. Bloodbath incoming. When you see all these guys, and listen, you know, I was bullish at the highs too, but I've learned my lessons and not let emotions get to me. But when you see all these guys who were major moon boys at the highs, just like me, be uber bearish and calling for crashes in a 9-month accumulation range, you know what's gonna happen, right? Come on, all these guys, come on, man. Come on, we're smarter than this. We're smarter than this. It's like, it's the inverse of the end of 2021. Come on, man. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. But, hey, it is what it is. And you live to fight another day. Come on, BTC. Let's break back above 22,400, man. Let's freaking get busy. Come on, bro. Dude, something's brewing. Oh, yeah, something is a brewing, bro. Something is a brewing, man. Like I said, the Fed emergency meeting's at 11:30 today. That's in 2 hours. We got market open in 15 minutes. NASDAQ's actually getting a slight bounce back up. ES, slight bounce back up. Nothing crazy, though. And the dollar. Who are you guys talking about, man? Today on the Bitcoin. No. His trades actually aren't fake. That's the thing, because he shows you them on the screen now, and they're actually moving, so they're not fake. MMs aren't fake trades, and dollar's actually coming back down, so that's good. Let's get it. Come on, corn. Come on, corn, man. The corn. Dun, 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 dun. Market open happened in 15. You got it, Keith. You got it, my man. Let's get it. Let's get a little action up in this bitch. Oh yeah. Feed daddy. He's hungry. All right. Let's get a little bit of music in here. I'm feeling a little bit of this, shall we? Let's get a little bit of this going. It's going to give us some good vibes. It's going to make Bitcoin get a little bit of pump here. I'm feeling it. This is the song right here. Bitcoin's feeling a little mellow today. It's not stressing out. Bitcoin's feeling relaxed. Feeling real relaxed. If Bitcoin gets a move up, guys, watch this level here, though. 23,000. Right around 23,200 is, if you look, all these previous highs that we had all across here, and the golden pocket, like that's going to be huge right there. 23,200. This zone right here. If Bitcoin does get a move up, which I wouldn't be surprised. All right, broke the local golden pocket. There it is. Golden pocket broken. Ha ha! Oh, come on. Give me juice. I think I heard this song going down an elevator once. You did you? No way. No way, man. Here we go. Here it is. Here it is. Give it to me. Give me the hopium. Is it really hopium anymore? I don't know. Man, remember on Friday, you guys were like, Jordan, keep spreading the hopium, bro. Keep spreading the hopium, bro. Yeah. Oh, man. You got to love this market, man. And I'll say about this market is it never really is boring for an extended period of time. For longer than a month. It could be boring for like a month, but it definitely keeps you on your toes. That is definitely for sure. That is definitely for sure. Kid spreading hopium, Jordan. There's no wick off. We're going straight back down to 10K. Everything's bearish, bro. Bye-bye. See you. You'll have another chance in 2025, my friend. You know. Let's see. 22,575. Come on, ES. The only thing that I don't like this morning, guys, is the S&P and the NASDAQ are sort of getting a little bit of a move down, which is it is what it is. Just kidding. You know the staircase up, elevator down thing. True, but I would argue we're not actually making a staircase up right now. I would actually argue we're taking the elevator up. You know, so maybe now we get the elevator up, staircase down, right? Because right now you could argue that we're not really getting a staircase. We're like sort of just getting the moon to the upside, right? There is no staircase. If you look at the 4-hour time frame, yeah, one little red candle, but it's pretty much been up only on the 4-hour. All right, Bitcoin's coming up, like we said, 22,200 to 23,300. This is a big zone coming all the way across this bad boy here. We're right at the local highs. These probably get broken right now at this point. But let's see. Who's putting it in short, man? Let's see this poll. Did the stable coin and FUD scare you? Stable coin and bank FUD scare you? 65% said no. 35% say yes. I call BS on that poll. It's okay though. It's okay. 22,555. Come on, boy. All right, altcoins now are coming back up. Let's go. Altcoins coming back up. ACH just pumped 6% in like 2 minutes. BNB just pumped like 5%. Guys, did you guys see CZ said he is selling all his BNB? Not all his BNB. He's selling all his BUSDs. $1 billion worth of his stablecoin, and is buying Bitcoin, ETH, and BNB with that $1 billion. That is a massive buy, bro. And he said he was going to do that yesterday, which probably means that he's just starting to do it now. That probably means that $1 billion hasn't even been injected into Bitcoin, ETH, and BNB yet. So, just saying. That is a massive amount of money coming into Bitcoin, ETH, and BNB there. All right, so see, 22,550. Come on, boy. I don't have the tweet on me, but if you guys saw it, you saw it. He said it. I think he said it like late last night. Let's see. All right, dollar's getting computed here. 10 minutes into the open, dollar is back down at this major support level. If the dollar breaks this thing is going to go absolutely kerblunk. CZ's dumping his own coin. Yeah, man, you can't. I don't blame him though. I don't blame him with all these stable coins getting attacked. I do not blame him for not wanting to keep $1 billion in a stable coin right now. I don't blame him. Honestly, I feel the same way. I would rather have my money I would feel safer having my money in Bitcoin right now than a stable coin. And I'm being dead ass with that. So I feel like there's something up with the stable coins, that the governments are attacking these stable coins, bro. And they're trying to get them down. Let's see, 22,527. Let's see. What else do we got coming up? Anything coming up pretty nicely here? Filecoin's coming up a little bit. Lido. Yeah, just a little bit. No crazy moves. Bitcoin's kind of just chilling here at 22,522. 10 minutes before the market open. Let's see. He already bought. Oh, he did? Vitalik is clappy. Vitalik is feeling clappy today, guys. Where's Vitalik? We haven't heard from Vitalik in quite a bit. There he is. Vitalik is the best. Is.
Vitalik clapping.
Let's go. For that CBDC, facts. Vitalik, clappy. All right, Nasdaq's. Look at that, man. So Nasdaq, they pushed down, and now they're about to close back up. Well, not close back above, but they're about to get back above the 200-day moving average there. That's key. And then, like I said, this was the one thing that was a little bit sketchy this morning. All right, yeah. So now ES is bouncing back up. Perfect. So now we got the dollar taking a nosedive, and we got Nasdaq and S&P coming back up pretty heavy here right before the open. That's perfect. And Bitcoin obviously moving back up. And we should see the bonds coming down now. Perfect. So everything's going according to plan here. Perfect. That's exactly the setup we want to see. Bonds down, Bitcoin up, stocks up, DXY down. Perfect. Let's get it. And you remember when everyone said that it was going to be a Black Monday? That was funny, man. That was funny. Everyone on Saturday on Twitter and everywhere, I was looking, man. It's like Monday is going to be a bloodbath. It's over. I need to get a soundbite that says it's over. It's over. You know. He looks like a real life villain. John said, "I'm hungover, bro. Please do not clap." My bad, man. My bad. I didn't know you were hungover. I'm hungover on these trades. That's what I'm hungover on. Vitalik has a Big Johnson and plenty of money. You must be living the good life. True, man. I mean, you definitely have a leg up with the competition if you have money and a Big Johnson. That is definitely true. You know, just walk around with a unicorn t-shirt. Just have the Big Johnson in your pants. The chicks will see the outline in the pants and they'll say, "Damn, look at that Big Johnson." Like in what was it? In freaking Austin Powers. You know, look at that Johnson. 2 balls. That's probably what chicks say when they see Vitalik's little outline of his little tip in his pant and his jeans. You know, they go, "Damn, is that a leg or is that a Johnson?" You don't know. You don't know which one it is. All right, so here we go. 20,540. Come on, Corn. We're going to stay on to the open, guys. We got 5 minutes until the open. Let's get busy. I'm hyped up for the open right now, man. I'm hyped up for the open. Get some really fast drums. Let's get some fast drums in here. I'm hyped up. I'm so hyped up. Salvador said, MM Crypto said saliva was flowing at him in slow motion. Has similar slow jazz in the background of his video. I lost 50 OP and transferred to Trezor. 50 OP? No, you can't lose any OP. OP is like gold, bro. 50 OP, damn. That sucks. At least it's not like a crazy amount of money, but you know, that's still it still sucks, man. Eric Crypto said saliva was flowing at him. They were spitting on my chest. Let's see. Come on, give us some action, man. Give us some action. Come on, Corn. Corn's just chilling at the highs here. It's gonna go down. This resistance gonna go. This resistance gonna go down. This resistance ain't no resistance. This is a pussy ass resistance. All right. Let me just check some other shit. See total. Yeah, see total being back, also able to. I mean, dude, total just looks like a complete freaking. Dude, that's just a textbook swing failure pattern, man. I mean, you can't be more textbook than that, right? Where you have this key level right here that acted as, right, all throughout this region, that acted as your support here on this M formation. The fact that you were able to reclaim it, that's your classic swing failure, man. And if you have a range, right? If we call this the range, say this was the deviation of the high. If you have a range where you're up, down, you deviate the range on one side, you go into the other side. Just like here, you deviated the range to the upside, you came back down to the lows. You can actually go lower, but you're going to come back down at least the lows. If you deviate the range to the downside, you're going to at least come back and test the high. If not, break up higher, like you did on the downside here. But at least, I think, for me, the target at this point, if we're just playing the range, if we're just playing this range, how it is, I'm looking for at least this level at like 106 trillion here. At the very, very least. Let me actually just put this back right there. Bada bing, bada boom. Come on, Corn! It's going to make us wait 3 minutes. It's going to make us wait 3 minutes, guys, until the open. Hopefully here. Let's see. They call Vitalik the stool. The stool! You talking about the poop? You guys know that you can call poop stool? You knew that? Like why? Like why is a stool like a chair and also shit? You know? Only in English where you can have something as a chair and shit, and it's the same word. Let's see. Crypto is kinky. He's always on about people spitting on him. I guess so. He likes to be spit on, apparently. Because he loves to say they're spitting on me, which means he wants people to spit on them. All right. Let's see what we got here.
You know what? In my language, it's stolets.
Solids?
Stolets?
Stolets?
Yeah, you can call it. So it's similar.
Stolets. 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 Just ignore me, guys. I don't know what I'm going on about right now. All right. NASDAQ. NASDAQ is big. NASDAQ bouncing back above the 200-day moving average. Bitcoin is still correlated to the NASDAQ, so that's big. Bitcoin now kind of chilling in that golden pocket. Bitcoin getting a little move back down. Dollar getting a little... Dollars kind of just chilling, getting a little move back up, though. And NASDAQ's getting a little bit moved back up. So, interesting things going across the board, guys. It is Monday, so... Monday is always that wild card. You never really know what's going to happen on a Monday. I will say. Monday's like that day where it's like, okay, everyone's coming to the chart fresh. You see price action over the weekend, if there is, right? And then everyone kind of just reacts to it based off the news that happens over the weekend. Usually doesn't happen over the weekend. So that's why usually Monday's kind of like, what the hell is going to happen? This weekend, a lot of shit went down. You know what I mean? Like a lot of shit. Like this weekend had as much news, I think, as there's been for like the past 6 months. You know what I mean? Like it's why I feel like I was gone for 3 days, but I feel like I missed 6 months of shit. I feel like I'm coming in 6 months later. It's great. I feel like I just skipped like 6 months of a boring bear market for some reason. I honestly feel that way. I don't know why. Let's see. Bought 21,300, 20,800, 19,800. Nice, man. You're up on all those buys now. And you would have been called an idiot if you did that 3 days ago. Congratulations, man. Now, as we come up, make sure you have your take profit levels ready set out, right? Wherever you want to take profit, make sure you have that ready to go, man. You know, if you're just looking for a test of some of these local highs, cool. If you're looking for higher, just make sure you have a plan on where you're looking to sell, right? Because honestly, like it's easy to make a plan looking to buy, but the question is, if price starts doing this, right? Come up here, you know. If it starts doing this, do you have a plan on how you want to get out of the market? Because I'll tell you this: getting out of the market is harder than getting in the market. You wouldn't think it would be. And I always say this: you would not think it's hard to get out of the market, but it is. It is, especially when the market. It's easy to get out when the market's dumping, but when the market's going up, it's very hard to press that sell button sometimes, man. It's like make your plan and stick to it, because I always say this: like you guys see how bearish. You guys, look, Bitcoin's been June 2022. We're now in March of 2023. We've been in this range for almost 10 months now. Think about that for a second. How bad has the news been in this range? Horrible. But has anything really happened? No. That's the thing. You know what I mean? How much shit has happened in this range and the price is just held up in this range? To me, that's the definition of accumulation. When you have constant bad news, it's holding the price down, but you're not seeing the price go lower. You're just seeing it holding the range. That's accumulation structure. Just like when you're at the highs, you guys all remember 2021, from like January 2021 to May of 2021, 6 months up here. All you heard was good stuff, right? Dogecoin going to the moon, right? You got the same companies, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, all calling for 100K Bitcoin, right? You just have constant good news. You got El Salvador, first country adopting Bitcoin. Like you have so much good news happening over here. You don't hear any bad news, but yet price doesn't move higher. What does that tell you? That there's distribution going on, right? They're using the good news to sell on you. That's why I'm looking at this the opposite way as, okay, they're using the good news to get retail to buy in to sell at the highs, doing the same thing down here, getting retail to what? Sell into their buys, while all the bad news that happens the last 10 months cannot push Bitcoin lower, despite the fact you've had a shit show of a time in this region. Bitcoin still remains at 22.2 throughout all that shit show, you know? So that's how I'm looking at it. You know, you can see the price move down and freak out every single time it does. It's cool. But how many times have we done that? Once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. You know what I mean? At some point, you just get numb to it. It gets old. It's like, okay, I've seen this before. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if what did we say last week? I wouldn't be surprised if next week's green. You know, that's the way it is. So that's the way I'm looking at it, man. And you know, if whatever happens here, right? If your plan is to sell at 23.2, make sure you do it because the news will be good there. It won't be bad. Why? Because the price will be moving up. If your plan is to sell at 25K, stick to it. Because I'll tell you right now, news will be good there. It won't be bad. Whenever price is green, news is good. If your plan is to sell at 30K, stick to it. Because I'll tell you right now, the news will not be bad there. The news will be bad at the lows. You know? So always remember that too. When you're feeling euphoric and everything seems good, there's a reason why everything seems good. Just like when you're feeling fearful and everything seems bad, there's a reason why everything seems bad. You know? It's the same thought process. Same thought process. But everyone falls for it, man. And listen, I'll tell you right now. I was a moon boy who fell for this shit up at the highs. I'm not afraid to admit that, but you gotta learn. You gotta learn from that mistake and not do the opposite at the bottom side. You know what I mean? And my base case is I think most people are getting fooled in this range when it comes to inflation, when it comes to the Fed, and all that shit. But we'll see. Fingers crossed. BTC acting like a toxic ex-girlfriend, pumping you today 10%, then dumping you the next week out of the blue. Probably. Would I be surprised if this week's green and the next week's red? No. That's been the last 10 months. It's just back and forth. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Until eventually the range breaks. You know? When will it happen? It's anyone's guess. That's anyone's guess. I'm hoping tomorrow is a good kicker to hopefully get us a little bit of momentum. But we'll see. We shall see, my friends. All right, we got the market open. We're 5 minutes into the open. Bitcoin's getting a little bit of a tumble. We're getting NASDAQ coming down a little bit. We're getting the DXY also coming down a little bit. We're getting bonds also coming down a little bit. You got everything coming down. It's another one of those weird-ass days, bro. You know? Guess everyone's just like literally... I don't know what everyone's going to do today. You know what I mean? Like, when everything's down, it's like bears in their caves. John said, go over the whack-off pattern. Okay. There's 2 whack-off patterns. I still think both of them are possible. It just depends on the news. I think a lot of this depends on the news that we see over the next couple days. There's this whack-off where we're right here somewhere, right? Where we're just kind of consolidating. We got a little bit lower because of the FUD, but you know we're just consolidating kind of right below the highs basically, or we're like right here somewhere, right? Where we got that drop down. Now we could see that sideways action before we move back up. I think any one of those are possible, right? So don't rule out. You know, just okay. We're looking good right now, but don't rule out Bitcoin getting rejected again, coming back down. Maybe even making some type of pattern here and eventually breaking back up like over the course of a few weeks. Don't rule that out either. I don't want to seem like we're just going to the moon here. We could. And that would be wake-off number 1 is we just do this now, which I'm not ruling out either. I know most people think that's impossible. I don't think so, man. I think this move could catch a lot of people off guard. But I also think it's possible that we do the wake-off 2, which is we kind of stay down here for a few weeks before coming back up. But that's sort of been my case, you know. It's we don't know what's gonna happen, but we know how the news is gonna sound when we get there, right? News ultra bearish, you know. News ultra bullish. Like you guys remember all the times. Like guys, look at all the key points on the chart, and you can name the news at that point. You know what I mean? You can name the news, right? Let's see, Luna, right? Luna crash. We come back down. Right, we get a little bounce because we obviously dumped so hard. Then you got the first, I think this was the first Fed hike that was 75 dumps, right? A little boring period, right? Things seem to be coming back up. I think this was when the CPI started to drop. It's like right in this region, price moves up, right? Then you get FTX dumps. Price super boring. Absolute fear and depression in the market. This is when this right here was the most depressing time in crypto, in my opinion. There was nothing positive. And what do you know? When there's the least things that are positive, that's when you get the biggest bounces. People always forget about that, man. So you had FTX dump. There was nothing positive in the market. Bitcoin pumps 70%. You know, comes back down again. Honestly, on Friday and Saturday, I saw a lot of negativity, man. A lot of negativity again. What do you know? Right at the low. And then Bitcoin, the next 2 days, already pumps 20%. Right from the point where the people are most negative, right? Now, if we come back up, you're going to hear a lot of positivity. And just be careful. I always like to say, like, be careful at resistance. I still wouldn't mind taking a little profit at 25K if we get back up there, right? I still wouldn't mind taking some off the board. But now, all of a sudden, you can make the case that we're starting to form this bad boy, right? Now, it might not play out right away, but you can make the case that we're starting to play out this little bad boy here, which is that old little inverse head and shoulders, which I think is kind of a meme, but basically all it is you're looking for the higher low, right? The higher low, and then you're looking for the higher high now, right? We got the higher low. Now we need to see the higher high. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. See Bitcoin. Bitcoin's getting a little rejection here today. It's just called a whack off. The week off. Oh. Let's see. I have to whack off because Becker stole my girl. Oh man, Becca's. We'll see Becker tonight. Becker will be out here trolling tonight. Though Becker might be the one who's trolled if Bitcoin wants to get her move up here. Becker was another one who was super bearish at the lows, but he might get trolled again. It's okay. Most people were. Most people were. It is what it is. All right, guys. I think man, I think I'm gonna call it a morning stream here, guys, because Bitcoin's fine a little bit. I could stay on here all morning, you know me. But I'll be back tonight. We'll do an extra long stream tonight. Because really, guys, I mean, really, I think tonight's stream is going to be fun. And I think tomorrow morning, during the CPI, is going to be so fun, man. So I'm going to get off this morning and try to get some trades in while there's some volatility here, which is always nice. And I'll catch you guys tonight, 7 p.m. Make sure you guys are there. If you aren't new to this channel, or if you're new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe. And if you haven't hit the like button up, it really helps the channel. And like I said, I'll see you guys tonight. And tomorrow morning, if you guys are a fan of the morning streams, tomorrow morning is the real freaking kicker, bro. That's going to be the most exciting stream, I think, for quite a bit. Because that really, dude, this next inflation report is going to set the tone, in my opinion, for the next couple months. If it's bad, we probably send this thing out. But if it's good, I think that could be that point where you really start pushing towards 25K. Anyways, I'm out of here. Peace. Later. And I'll see you guys tonight. Later, boys. See ya.